let's start by educating us the process, acquiring land in Ghana, what you have to go through, where does it start from and where does it end?
Okay, well, basically it depends on where you are able to secure the land. If you are able to secure the land from private family or
Sorry, Mr. I think I should have let you introduce yourself before
okay.
you get started.
My name is YouSort World. I'm from La, near the beach at Accra. I have lived in Los Angeles for almost 50 years. I went to school, university, graduated, and I started working. So some of the projects that I did was designing, shoring, and concrete forms for one of the busiest freeways in Los Angeles called Freeway 110, San Pedro Freeway. That's one of the best known freeways. Anyway, I'm here now in Ghana, and I came for a funeral. One of my cousin's daughter in the Mayo Clinic passed away, so I'm the eldest of our family now. So we have to bring him home to bury. That was in March 14th. I've been here since then. So that is a short form of my history or credentials. Now, uh, buying land here in Ghana has been a nightmare for a lot of people, especially people who are not from this area. Even those from this area, they also have problems because land of plots are sold several times to the same. Plots are sold to several people, same plots for the same people. Anyway, uh, I wanted to go on to explain the reason, but I'll just keep on with the information, and then people can ask questions, and then we can go into details to that. When you are able to secure or you find a land or you find a land that you want to purchase, depending on whether it's from the family or from the stool, and the stool is controlled by the chiefs or the chieftaincy. There are also private people that are not family-owned properties, but they bought it from the chiefs earlier on, and now, actually, most of them were supposed to develop the land, but instead, they are cutting off and selling them by plots. I don't know what kind of agreement they have with the chieftaincy or the stool, but it is not acceptable. Anyway, assuming that you are able to get this land and you are granted indenture, the next thing you have to do is to go to your land uh, Ministry of Land.
Mr. So, please, can you tell us what an indenture is?
Okay, indenture is a document that is like an agreement between you and the person you bought the land from. And in America, we don't have that. We just have line title that you can go to the county and then check the county records to find out who owns it. You can easily do that. Anybody can do that.
Continuous hot water.
But that's basically what I'm trying to start here in Ghana. We can put all these sold properties on the computer that anybody, anywhere can verify a land. Anyway, so from there, the lands department will let you know who actually owns the land. Sometimes the land has been sold to uh, the person you bought it from. So you can make sure that the person transfers title to you, and that's easily done. Then from there on, you can go on the land and set up your uh, demarcation or what do you call that? Pillars, identifying the actual location of your land. Then usually it's a good idea for you to put a fence or a wall around it. And if you are not ready right now, you might need to get a little small house or a building and let somebody stay in there and look after your land for you. Basically, that's how it is. And then you get the documents, you know, that's your land. It's basically a simple, straightforward process, but it takes a long time. And the reason why it does is because a lot of people don't know what the procedure is. So as I understand, Jude and his group, they are going to do all that for you. You don't have to even worry about this. Yeah. And I think that's the best way, that they will secure the land and do the infrastructure, put roads and mechanical sewage lines, electric lines, and all that stuff. So in Los Angeles, we call it developed lot. Now, with the developed lot, they can design and build a house for you, or if you buy the lot, then you can design and build the house for yourself. So you have several options. If there's any question, I'm willing to answer.
Okay, so earlier you stated that once a client buys a land, he or she ought to expect an indenture, which is a document detailing that this particular family or clan or chief or stew has released or has sold that whatever feet or whatever acre of land to you with their signatures appended.
Exactly.
Okay, so what does it mean when they have their signatures appended on that document and given to you, the client who bought the land? What does it imply? What does it mean?
Well, actually, it means after you pay all this money. Most of the land in Ghana is on lease for 99 years. Some of them are a little less, but most of them are 99 years. 99 years, after 99 years, you go back to the same people that sold you the land, and then you have the first right of refusal. If you don't want anymore, then the deal is gone. If you want to send it down to your uh, relatives or your children and so on, then there's a clause in the indenture that stipulates how that arrangement is going to be observed. So, but if you get an indenture, it means you actually own the land.
That's fine. Few people just joined us. Can you again, please, with all humility, tell us about yourself again so that they could get to know who you are? Can you start again with your
Yes,
profile?
yes. My name is Miso Akujram, and I'm from La. I'm from Ghana, but I've lived in Los Angeles for the past almost 50 years. Next year will be 50 years since I've been there. I'm a civil engineer by training and a general contractor by profession. I've designed a few things in LA and built some houses. Um, I'm getting ready to move back home because LA is already built. Back home is not built. And as a builder, you have to be where you are going to do some work. So I'll be moving back to Ghana. Right now I'm in Ghana. I had a little tragedy. I have to bury my cousin who lived in the US, the doctor. And since I've been back because of this coronavirus situation, I'm still here. So this is where we are now.
Okay.
If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer.
Okay. So with a company like YouSort World Company and then our real estate division, where we go to the families, the various families where we are interested to secure acres of land. We see them, we set, we meet their requirements, they dedicate such acres of land to us to also release or sell or develop for our clients. Are you aware this is how the Ghanaian land or real estate system is?
Well,
That is to say, does one have to go directly and see the chief for a land, or a fellow or a client could equally, legally acquire a land in Ghana and through a real estate company like ours?
yes, well, I think that to acquire the land from a real estate company in Ghana, like yours, will be the less incumbent situation because I'm sure that a lot of us in the diaspora, we don't know any chiefs, we don't know any uh, chiefs people, but if you get a legitimate real estate developer who, who already has several acres of land to be developed, I think you will make your journey to land acquisition and eventually building a house for yourself much, much, much easier and trouble-free. In fact, I recommend that than you yourself going out there to find somebody who is selling land. You know, I cannot even trust my cousin who is selling me land here, and I'm a Ghanaian. You know, so actually that's one of the reasons why I have not built my house. I have it designed and everything, but I haven't built the house because I want to build it myself. And I have some cousins uh, who are taking me around to see some land. And in fact, about 3 weeks ago, I went to an area near Tema. It's called Santor. And I helped one of my friends who lives in Turkey to get a plot of land. But I'm also interested in some industrial property in that area. So they gave me the price for this property. I think it was like eight, 8 acres. And these people are telling me some astronomical figures. And when I compare it to Los Angeles, downtown Los Angeles, it's actually more expensive than downtown Los Angeles. And I don't know any place in California that would be more expensive than downtown Los Angeles. So I was laughing at them, you know. They said, "Why am I laughing?" I said, "Look, I don't know how you can support these prices, you know, but you need to do something about it because the most expensive real estate in California is Los Angeles. And your land is more expensive. And yours is raw land. That one is service land. It has all the drainage system, gas system, electricity system, and so on and so forth. So I told them they have to do something about that.
Yeah. Okay. So that has been the situation in Ghana. You know, these days a piece of plot, 70 by 100 acres of land in Accra could cost you, you know, sometimes $50,000, $100,000 if you want. And I believe, as you were sharing offline with me, um, at the back of the trade center where land cost almost 250,000 cedis, that is 250,000 cedis, almost like 50 or more $1,000. And
No,
so
say
land,
$70,000. The last
70,
time I checked.
exactly,
70.
$70,000. So that has been the paradigm shift these days, or a decade now, in regards to lands. You understand? And that has also given birth to these litigation problems or issues in acquiring land in Ghana, because of the
Yeah.
value. And in Ghana, anything at all could determine a cost of a piece of land. Okay, it could be government constructing a road, and it is anticipated the place is going to be commercial, so that alone influences the value of the land. It could be anything at all. Do you understand? But like you have shared, in order not to go through this, you don't need to fight as an individual. The diaspora don't need to say, I want to travel down to Ghana to meet a chief to buy the land. They may give you a price that you wouldn't want. But if you go through a real estate company who knows the system, who could, I mean, give up a challenging factors why a price should be this, why a price should be that, you end up getting a land that is affordable, or that is, and you could get a land with an understandable, you know, price to pay, than going to deal with them. Because as Africans, the to say that we have a perceived, um, what do you call it, um, status that if somebody is coming from abroad, or if somebody is out there, basically the person has made some dollars. You understand? And so they will want to, yes, that has been the ideology. That is why it is better to go through a local legalized company, or a real estate company or person to deal with you. You cannot go directly to the chiefs to buy lands. They don't do that. But they have frontliners, they have people they have dedicated the lands to, for them to release or sell to you. And then the company which you are buying the lands from has to make sure that every legal document is made available to you. So first, like Mr. Soa said, is your indenture. The indenture details sort of a consent that myself as a family head, all the families of all the family members have agreed and have appended their signature of selling that 70 by 100 or whatever acre of land to you. And it's being leased for 99 years or more, either freehold or lease. Okay, so, and then when that is done, you move on. I'm expecting the surveyor to join us. He will tell us more about that aspect. After you've got the indenture, there's another registration you have to do with the Lands Commission, okay, to validate that. And that was what Mr. Suwa was saying. In the States, I think you could just sit at your computer and find out whom a particular land belongs to. Understand? So once you get your indenture, you ought to as well register. So nobody could come and claim ownership or say that that particular land belongs to him or her. All right, so if any, I could see Karen, Isaiah is here. And so if you have any question, you could bring it in, and then Mr. Sowa would address them.
Hello, Karen. Hello, Isaiah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
I do have a question. This is Karen.
Yes.
you said 99-year, most land is sold on a 99-year basis, or I guess maybe a 50-year basis. So after that time, what if you do not pay or renew? What happens to the house that you built or anything else you have on that land? Is that taken by the person that originally sold it to you or the government? Like, how does that work legally?
Well, usually the person whose building is on the land has the first refusal, whether to continue with the contract or uh, stop the contract. Now, at that time, you have to sell the property to the landowner, or you can find someone to sell the property to, and then that person will deal with the landowner. Hello?
Yeah, I was just trying to understand. So if I purchased the property, it's my property, but then after 99 years, it may not necessarily be my property anymore.
No, it will be your property, but you have to sell it since you don't want to agree on the land position. You have the first right of refusal to continue with the agreement for another 99 years.
Okay.
But if you choose not to, then you can sell that property to somebody else who would then deal with the owners of the land. And they also can sign an agreement for 100 years or whatever years he may choose to.
So in essence, so we really don't own the land, because if you have to go back to the original owner, then
you don't own the land, but you own the building. Because
okay.
the land is the one that is leased to you for 99 years.
I see.
So you only have ownership for the 99 years, okay? It's just
Right.
like renting. So you rent for 2 years or a year, and then when a year or 2 years has elapsed, you negotiate with the property owner, which is the landlord or landlady, that, okay, you want to renew, okay? If you so don't want to renew, it means you move out. So you have a property on the land which you own for 99 years. Now, the 99 years has lapsed, okay? So the landowner who leased it to you to own for 99 years will come to renegotiate with you again. That, okay, this time, from some 99 years ago, you bought it for $4,000, okay? But this time, I'm going to sell it to you $10,000 or $15,000. And then you come in and, oh, it's too high. Or, okay, yeah, I would agree. Then you continue for another 99. But suppose you say that you won't continue and you already have a property on it. Yes, you have to either sorry for the background. You have to either sell the property and then leave the land for them, okay? Or you negotiate to have your property on it and still be the owner for the 99 years.
So is there ever
Go ahead.
Is there ever a time when you are the landowner, where like I bought it from someone and they were the landowner? Is there ever a time that I can be an actual landowner, or there's nothing like that any longer?
Well, there are some situations where you can buy it outright, but right now, according to hold on, right now, most of the land information and land instruction in Ghana, as far as I know, there's no more outright sale to anybody.
Okay.
It has to be leased for 99 years or 75 years.
Okay.
But it's similar to situations in let's say California, except that in California we sell the houses every 5, 15 years, when the equity in the house improves, then you sell the house and take your equity and go buy something else.
Right.
And also, over there, maybe in the States, um, the county owns the land.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, depending where you are. Right.
Right. Most
Okay.
of the time, the
Mm-hmm.
county or the city that owns the land. But
Right.
here it's different. Here is the families and the chiefs or the stools land.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little different situation. But
Okay.
in order that you don't get entangled with all these things, it's better to have someone who will take all this responsibility and make sure that this land is more incumbent. And that's what Mr. Jude is trying to do.
Sorry. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
You're
get it.
welcome. Any questions, Mr. Isaiah? Hello? Okay. Now, uh, some of the problems why situations like uh, people sell the same land to 2 or 3 people is because uh, there were not much good records kept in the olden days. And as such, uh, it's difficult to keep track of who owns what. Now it has changed tremendously. And so having a group like Mr. Jude, I think will be favorable to our people in the diaspora. You know, I call myself diasporan too because I'm now trying to move back to Ghana after a long time. You know, and I realize that there are more opportunities here. And by the way, it's not only in real estate that you can deal with the Jude's company. Uh, we have a situation here now that I just talked to the president of the Hemp Association. They have this industrial hemp association that are encouraging people from the diaspora to come in. They already have a deal. They already have some agreement with some Italian companies where your product, when you plant the product today, 16 weeks later, you can have it.
Yeah.
Depending on how much acreage that you have, you can make like $500,000 just like that.
Yeah. Yeah. We've
But
thought of contacting some diaspora.
pardon?
We've been in touch
Yes.
on that. Yeah, they've told me about it.
Okay.
So I've basically researched into it as
This
well.
is very, this is very good opportunity,
Yeah.
you know, for those of us in America. We know the importance of this cannabis and how much money you can make, but we are not getting a play. We black people are not getting any play. They have put most of us in jail because of that. And now that the thing is right for us to enjoy, they have priced us out of the business. So now these African countries are opening up. You know, I'm very much interested in CBD oil for medicinal purposes. My granduncle happened to have a farm for it, big land, so I may do that. But anybody in the diaspora who wants to come, who has knowledge of technology about these cannabis, we want him to come. He can join with us, you know. And if you can't find exactly what you're looking for, we can create it for you. You don't have to open any business because that will take you a little longer to go through. You can go through the business here, to get your documentation, you know. So you think about it and spread the word, because most of the problems that African presidents or African Union is having is because we don't have enough companies that we can represent the diasporans here. So the only things that are available to them are the Chinese and the Europeans. And then when they are over here taking the diamonds, taking the gold just to build the road, then we get upset. We need to come because this is ours. We shouldn't let other people take it. So please, come on. You know, we may be mad at each other for some reason or the other. They can put enmity between us, like Africans don't like African Americans don't like Africans. It is not true. And even if it's true, we have to come together in a family with bicker and everything. Say, hey, look, there's an opportunity. Let's stop the bickering. Let's do this business. And then when we all have tons of money in our pocket, then we can go back and do what we got to do. You know. So this is my, little advice for you. I've been always inviting our brothers in the diaspora, and not only United States. I have them in Jamaica. In fact, they adopted me at one village over there called Palma. So Jamaica, all the Caribbean, they are all part of it. Please come on and let's do something for Africa. You know. Any other questions? Hello.
Okay, if anyone has a question, you could put it across. Mr. Soa,
Yeah.
okay, so I'm trying to play the devil's advocacy. I'm a diasporan who wants to.
I hope you're not the devil, because I don't work with the devil.
That's it. I'm not actually. But
I know who the devil is, and I don't want to work with him.
no, I'm not a devil actually. But I think that has been the general phrase for it.
Okay.
So I am a diasporan and I want to move to Ghana or sometime relocate to Ghana.
Yes.
Is acquiring land or owning land a right step to take from onset?
Say that again.
I want to move to Ghana, okay, in some couple of months or years ahead.
Yes.
Is acquiring the land a good step to take in Ghana, even before I come, or as and when I would come to Ghana?
Okay, as a diaspora myself, I will advise you to come first to take a look at the area, feel the people, talk to other people about what you are coming here for, if real estate, other businesses, beauty supplies, creating your own line of healing oil products. You come and take a look at it first. Feel the people.
Okay, what if like you have a company like YouSort, you've talked to, you've spoken with, you know all their divisions, business divisions you want to deal with, like the hams we're talking about. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah, we all know that in the USA is a good deal, but it's now a new development in Africa or Ghana. That is to say that we don't have enough buyers here, and we don't have enough companies here to add value, and that is to process them into whatever end product that is.
Yeah.
You understand? And so if you're contacting a company like YouSort World, the real estate, to acquire acres of land, farmlands, into that project, and whose consultancy division has also told you or informed you, done the analysis with you, what could be done and where it has to start from. Do you still have to come to your community and then tell them this is what you want to do? Once you have a business partner or a business company whom you do all your business analysis and consultations with?
Well, actually, it depends on the person's time that he has available, whether he can leave his business over there and come on, or he can contact a reputable company like yours, and inform them about their intention. But I will not buy anything until I see it, me personally. So I can tell you that this is what I'm interested in, but you can still come and take a look, and you can make the arrangements for them to come. Okay. Now, one of the ideas also that I have that I'm going to pursue when I come back to Ghana is to build a welcoming estate, like a series of apartments, enclosed apartments, and just invite diasporans, and I'll give them the place to stay, or they can rent, whatever. And while they are there, I'll be telling them or giving them directions at what is going on, what do you want to do, give them advice, take them around on some of these tours in a safe environment, you know.
Okay.
And then after that, you can move on, or you can get associated with your company or some other real estate development company if you want to buy a house or build your own house. If you want to do business, then your company can help them to, direct them to what they need to do.
Okay.
But I like your concept because if I'm already in business, I don't have to come and waste my time trying to set up a business here.
Not at all.
I just join you and be underneath your corporate entity. As it could be whatever agreement that we can have, whether it's subsidiary or division, and then you can move on right away. Because here in Ghana, or most of the African countries, it takes time to do the smallest thing. And that's what, bothers me. That if you are going to come, you have to have the patience. People like Jude can help you to facilitate and make things faster for you, as we have in America.
Okay, so I was expecting to have Mr. Addison, who has bought some of our lands, Adakuse, for him to testify or give us a clue how it went and the process went through and how satisfactory he has become. But I think he hasn't joined us yet. But I have with me also Felicia Boama. She and the husband are in the States, all right? Mr. So I will testify the wonderful things they are doing. They haven't been here, but they are getting things done through legit people like us.
We are ready.
Come again, please.
Yeah, we are on. Why don't you come on? They're looking for you.
Oh, okay. I believe it's Mr. Addison. Okay, so Felicia, if you can hear me, can you unmute your mic and then let us know some of your projects ongoing? She hasn't been in Ghana, but they have farming projects going on. Piggery, they have chicken coops. Yeah, she hasn't
been to Ghana.
Yes, that is why sometimes it's like your advice is fine, but sometimes it does not really necessarily require that you be in Ghana, but you could legitimately get things done whilst even out there. So before you come, you set your foot on land Ghana, things have started working. Do you understand? Now the fact is that when you come, if you want to come and live, you have to find sustainable means. You understand? For 3-6 months, at least, you may have exhausted the monies you came with. And so you have to be getting something to sustain you. Do you understand? So suppose you want to come and live, and then you have a business or something established, ongoing, far hand before you're coming. That is also advisable, and that is what Felicia and the husband are doing. They have lots of lands. Yeah, Felicia, if you can hear me. And so they have lands, you know, all across. They have some in Kumasi, they have some in Volta region and Central region as well. So these are what you could do when you have found a right partner, it being a company or an individual that you can contract us to verify. Do you understand? Or like Soa, who is in the States, so you could check with him, arrange with him.
Question.
Okay.
I have a question. Where is Miss Felicia?
Hello?
Yeah, Felicia, come in.
Hello?
Hello?
We can hear you, Felicia. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you, and I have a question for you. Your model, which you have chosen, and that is while getting things done, while not here in Ghana, is it working for you? Is it good? Is it positive? Is it something good to emulate?
It broke up. I didn't hear what you said. My internet's not very good today either.
Okay.
Tell us about your project.
We have a little over 5 acres in Kumasi. We have 150 pigs currently, and 2 pigs that are left to give birth. So we should have close to 170 pigs here shortly. We're building a chicken coop there that holds about 10,000 chickens. There's a farmhouse on the land. It has a 2-bedroom apartment / office on one side, and then a 4-bedroom barrack style studio apartments on the other side, with a common bathroom and kitchen for the workers if they decide they need to stay there, or if somebody doesn't have a house, they're welcome to stay there while they work. In the Volta region, we started out with 2 acres to build a chicken coop and grow some corn to feed the pigs and chickens on. And the chief over there liked what we were doing because nobody else over there was building that stuff. So he offered us a deal to buy 100 acres. So we currently have 102 acres, I believe, in the Volta region that we're going to grow chickpeas this first crop on the extra 100 acres. And then we have a house in Accra by Pokwasi. And then we have 10 plots in Obutu Breku, which is pretty close to the middle between Accra and Cape Coast. About an hour from the beach in Winneba.
Okay. And did you come to Ghana to do this before you got started?
You did all this without coming to Ghana?
Yes.
She hasn't been to Ghana.
My husband is from Ghana, so we searched around for people that we could trust, like Jude, that could help us.
You are very lucky.
I know. I've heard horror stories. I know. I mean, it hasn't been all roses. I mean, the very first time we tried without Jude's help or some of the other people that help us we did get burned. You know, we bought land that somebody else had sold like a million times. So, I mean, we've been there. We just didn't give up. You know, we were determined. So we just kept, but we started with smaller projects to find the right people. The next time we didn't try to invest so much into one project. But the house in Accra is through an estate agency. So that's how we got that. And then we used the referrals from her to connect with some of the other people that we use. And then I found Jude about a year ago, and he's been very helpful on getting some of the things done that we needed on a larger scale that we were having trouble finding the right people to help us with. But my husband is from Ghana, so
how often does it come to Ghana?
He has not been back since 2008. But we've been doing this project little by little. Like, we didn't just like start like a year ago. We're about 5 years in total on all the different projects.
Yeah.
But the farm and stuff in the Volta region, the big one, like, we couldn't have done that without Jude at all.
That's very impressive. I'm really, really impressed.
So in acquisition of the lands, could you share with us what documents did you receive? What was the process? Assuming I don't know about them.
My husband did most of them, but I know that you pay your fee for the documentation, and it takes about a month, sometimes 2 months to get the papers back. But you have to get the site plan. They have to mark it off into plots or acres or however you're going to buy it. And then they come out, they survey it, do all of that, and then about a month to 2 months later, they send you your paperwork, and it's registered with the Lands Commission and everything.
Okay. I also have Mr. Samuel Shabaka. He also has a non-profit project. He has a school in Ghana, in Kumasi. Hello, Doc. Dr. Samuel, if you could hear me. Okay. I think he's not with us yet. But if anyone has a question, you could go on to ask and then be answered. Isaiah, Karen. Yeah.
Okay. Question for Ms. Felicia. Hello?
Yes?
Okay. Now, doing this documentation, did your husband come to Ghana, or he has Mr. Jude and his company to help you do that?
We did not come to Ghana for the paperwork. Either Jude has helped us with the paperwork, or my brother-in-law, depending on which project it's been. Okay. Because there's always the possibility of electronic signatures. Sometimes it's been us having to help set up those documents, if the people were willing. But we've managed to get it done without very many issues at all.
Okay.
And really the only issue was like length of time getting the paperwork back, depending on how we were doing the signing.
The current one I'm going to work on for the chicken is to find a company who hatches the day-old chicks. Okay, and so yes, the husband contracted me yesterday, and lastly, I have my land. That's the landlord. Yes, landlord who has also started something small pottery. He has about 100 of them. Okay, and has bought the day-old chicks before from someone or company. And so quickly, I consulted him and told him that I have my brother or client who wants to do this. And he gave a vivid explanation what needs to into what the various breeds available and which one is good after the other. I recorded it and then sent to him. You understand? And then he further asked questions. I went back to my landlord. He listened to it and he gave explanations. So Felicia's husband is now okay and has given that, okay, Jude, we want to do 20,000, but we'll first start with 100. So I will go to the company who hatches the day old chicks and place an order. Okay, then we take it to the site in Volta region for them to grow as a test run or something. So this is how we build it. You understand? And this is how we are available to help anybody who wants to. If you don't have that boldness to deal with anyone, fair enough. You ought to calm down, meet us, do whatever you want to do, fine. But those who want to get things done could get it done through us legitimately. I wanted Dr. Shabaka to also share. He's also been with me a couple of that's from last year, yeah, and he has a school, like I said, ongoing. So there are a lot that if you want to get it done, it could be done. That is, if you haven't made it a point to Ghana as of in a couple of months ahead or years ahead.
I want to ask Ms. Karen. Ms. Karen, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay. What are you thinking about doing?
Well, I guess was on the same path as Felicia because I did purchase a plot of land in Kumasi, and I have never been there as well, but I was able to hook up with someone that I trust, and been working with him for 2 years. So I'm looking to continue building and, eventually moving that way. And then also branching out into some other countries there in Africa.
So are you building a house for yourself?
Well, there was a small 2-bedroom house on the plot, but I'm renovating that right now. Okay. And I cleared a lot of the land and replanted some things. So for now, it's just a place to go to, so that I have some place to lay until I'm ready to, spread out.
Stepping stone. Yes.
Wonderful.
That's a very good idea.
That's good. Very good.
Okay. Any further question? Isaiah, you've been here. If you have any question, come in so we would address them and then maybe end the meeting here.
I haven't heard from Mr. Isaiah.
Yes, he's on, but I don't know. He hasn't been active. Okay, Isaiah is on now. Isaiah, welcome. And if you have any questions, put them in.
Hey, peace, family. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, I just for me, I've never been to Ghana, so I'm just tuning in, listening, and gaining information and everything. But my main thing is, for me, just trying to figure out a plan to move in the next couple years. So I don't know if that'll be too fast or whatever, but I would like to take a visit, try to get some land in the house for me. And I don't have a family, just me, and that's myself. So trying to just figure out a business plan as to how to incorporate the brothers and sisters in Africa and the people outside of Africa as well. So that's just where my mind is right now. So I'm just trying to get everything organized with that. So I'm glad to be on here. Thank you, Drew, for inviting me on here, man, brother. Appreciate you. And there's some good information on here. So if y'all can give me some feedback on that, that'll be good.
Okay, that's fine. So, how are you looking forward to get things done?
No, I'm on the phone. You have to wait.
Yeah, I just first I want, like I said, I want to come visit, and then You know, try to
You
get
have to
everything
sit in there.
situated.
And
Um,
it's important. Which is
and like I said, I need somewhere to live first, and then then I could branch out and try to get some business going and all that. So um, that's probably my first step to be is trying to find somewhere to live and get situated, get acquainted to the environment, get acquainted to the people that's around me and stuff like that. So and then I'll most likely probably go from there.
All right. What state are you?
Ohio.
Yeah, hi. Okay. And Miss Karen, what state are you?
I'm currently in Maryland.
No.
I'm from New York.
Okay. And Miss Alicia?
We're in Washington State, over by Seattle.
That's where my son is. My son is in Seattle. Washington.
Is he?
Yeah. Okay.
Him and my husband may have crossed paths then.
Yeah, it's possible. He was born there, but he hasn't been to Ghana before.
Yeah.
But he's working out there. I'm going to leave him over there and come home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm very happy to talk with you. There are a whole lot of projects going on. And you can also do a lot of experiments to find out what you want to do or what interests you. Right now, I'm doing some plant experiments where I can have like 64 banana trees in one tree. So I've started that and it's looking very good. And a whole lot of things, hydroponics and so on. So these are things that are not open to us here yet. So by coming out here, set up a little outfit here, you can supply all these uh, grocery stores that are coming up now. The market will be just easy for you. So,
Yeah, and counting on the grocery store you shared, it's something gaining roots in Ghana is coming up, is a new development. So whoever has the capacity could also join. I would say that we only have 4 major malls, or say international standard malls in Ghana. I think Accra we have 2, Takra the 1, and then Kumasi 1. You understand? And these are opportunities and we have 16 regions. So imagine that it could be a group, coming together, putting your resources together and say, we want to build up more. It's a great opportunity. You understand? And so together,
more in other regions.
Yeah, the African economic power is what we are all fighting for. And whoever could help who, offer what support legitimately, let's all welcome it. We know it's been bad for everybody. Even with us here, you would have people in Africa who have been scanned by people, outside the country, and that is in the Western world through whatever business models they bring. You understand? So everybody has got a share in all this, but the revolution that has now reached us, and that is fellow Africans connecting to the motherland. Let's hook to it and make it happen. Now, in summary, we want to say that in our acquiring land in Ghana can be done. You could acquire lands from families and not us two, but often it's not just two directly, because the families are embedded in the society, which we have the chiefs kind of supervising or ruling them. But the actual lands are owned by families, and these families are where we buy the lands. Now, when you approach them with whatever acres or feet you want, make sure a necessary document you have to get is the indenture. The indenture details that the family has consent to sell that land to you, and they have appended their signature. So the family could be like 10 family members or whatever, 5 family members. They all have to consent to that. That is where, when you have acquired the land, none of them could take a U-turn and come and tell you, we haven't sold any land to you. Okay? Yes. So that is very important. And that is why you have to get it done through a legitimate institution. Don't deal much with an individual than an institution. That is what I can say, because that's where I'm coming from. You understand? Most of the individuals may not have the capacity to check things. But as a legal company, we know a legal company can be sued. So when we are dealing, we deal with all due diligence, okay? So that our company's reputation will not be ruined. Now, the next thing, when you've had the indenture, is the registration, land registration or land titlement. That is done with the Lands Commission. And that is where anytime when you want to sell the property, the land, to anybody else, or the person could go to the Lands Commission and do what we call land search. When they do the land search, then they would know who actually owns the land, whether it is you or somebody else. You understand? And so these two documents or steps are very important. Again, you could actually, that is the reality, you could own a land in Ghana through a legitimate agency or person. Not necessarily you have to be in the country. But if you have any circumstance of doubt, you could as well, or it is advisable for you to come down and get things done yourself. Mr. Suwa, if you have any other thing in summary to add, then we'll end here. Hello, Mr. Suwa?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have anything to add in summary.
Well, I'm just telling you that I'm moving back, but coronavirus locked me up here. So I can't wait until this lockdown is lifted, and I'm coming forever. I'm just going to be here in Ghana.
How
But
many years?
I've seen so many things that I could do. You know, my expertise in agriculture, construction, and irrigation and all that stuff. You know. Now that I'm retired, I can utilize them here. So this is where I'm needed now. And I'm very, very proud to have known you guys. And Mr. Jude, feel free to give them my number if they need to ask me any questions. I'll be glad to.
That's fine. So thank you, Mr. Sowa. Mr. Sowa is an elder in the La clan in Accra. They actually own the lands in Greater Accra. Yeah, majority of them comes from the La. Okay, glad to have you explain stuff to us. And he also has been in the States for years, but currently he's speaking with us from Ghana because of the lockdown. He hasn't returned to the state yet, but should he return in short couple of months, he's going to return back to Ghana permanently to establish his businesses. When I tell you that there are a lot of opportunities in Ghana, believe it, there are a lot. 1 million of them which is untapped. And the white person who tells you Africa is a jungle, is a no-go area, comes to establish the most multi-billion companies and remit millions of dollars to their countries. So why don't we come together to help grow or raise the Africa economic power by coming to establish businesses here? Whatever it is, Africa has a room for it to make it big. So let us all come in whatever diverse ways, forms, or whatever it is, Let's do the little input. You could be doing the buying and selling of lands and be helping. When you buy, yeah, you get, the you to help in building, a lot. All this would help us grow. Thank you so much. Felicia, Karen, if anyone has something to say before we hang up. Oh, I have Edward. Okay, let me take him before we leave. Mr. Anderson. Okay, he's connecting. He has actually bought lands from our end. So I want to pick him up to share his thoughts, then we could bring the meeting to a close.
Can you put Mr. Sua's information in the chat so I can reach out to him? And
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome.
And then, Jude, I'll send you my email address too, in case they want that.
Yeah, sure. Mr. So I'll add you to our diaspora business group, and Karen as well. Okay, I'll add you up. That's where we do have the business analysis and consultations, questions and answers. Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay.
Hi, Karen.
Hey, Felicia.
How are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
Glad to see you here.
Yes, any opportunity to learn. The more information, the better.
I agree.
Yeah,
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Mr. Anderson, I think you're here now. So, hello. Hello, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
Okay, great. You let go, but nice to have you. How are you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm doing great, sir.
I'm glad. It took me a long time to get through.
Sure. I heard Mr. Silva calling you to inform you to join. Okay, so we were about ending the meeting, and I realized you joined. So could you share with us? You bought some lands from our end. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought a land there 6 years ago.
Great.
There's no problem. No problem. Nee is there. Nee is my brother.
Okay.
Nee is my cousin. He'll tell you.
Okay, currently,
land over there.
Where are you currently?
Have any problem there. The reason why I went and get the land over there, because I live in the first Akusumu. I live in Akusumu. And I gave the money to my niece to buy me a land. And in Tema, it's like 10 people on the land. I didn't like it. So I have to think very well. I said, no, forget about Accra, forget about Tema. Let me to the John pass here, I'm going to Akuse. If I go here, I'm going to Somenya. If I go here, I'm going to Akusumu. It take me like 25 minutes to get to Tema. It's not a problem. So when I bought the land, my family, they were telling me, oh, don't get it. But the surveyor tell me, hey, get it, they're going to build school there. And Somenya, the chief is going to do the paperwork, the land paperwork for you. So I went and pay. As soon as I pay, it took me like 2 months. They brought me all the paper, the D. I get all the D, everything in a package. So, and then I started clearing that side. New will tell you everything. Me over there will tell you everything. And I started shipping equipment, everything down to started building the stores in the front. So over there, if you guys get a land over there, there is no problem. No problem. The only thing I want you to hold the surveyor, keep him busy, and I'm gonna help you to push so you get all your D on the land completely.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
A couple of days, I've got 3 people bought the land over there.
Wow, great. That's wonderful.
Some people bought from Japan, some of them from Indonesia. They all bought it over there. So the place is good.
Great.
Really good.
Great. So, Mr. Anderson, where are you currently, and what do you do? Where are you currently in the States, and what do you do there?
I'm a contractor here.
Okay.
Me and Nee work together. We work together.
Oh, and he is locked down here in Ghana.
Yeah, I've been waiting for him. I need him to come so we can go to Oakland. We have a building there to fix.
Oh, great.
I want him to come so that it's bothering me. So maybe ending of the month, I have to go to Oakland myself. I'm waiting. We fix homes. We build homes.
Okay.
That's what we do. I have all these cement mixers, the backhoe all in Ghana already. New tell you. I have all in Ghana already.
Yeah, I've seen them on the side as well.
Oh yeah, I have so many equipment in Ghana already. So if you guys want to make a project, I can rent you guys machines.
Yeah.
You don't need to worry. And due to that, I can bring more. I'll bring more.
Exactly.
So we get the whole place organized.
Yeah, because our 50 acres is close to the river. Okay, we want to build
Right.
some.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I could say.
Yeah, I could say we want to build some resorts there as well. So we'll be moving those equipment.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. So we are there. We're gonna guide you people. Nee is there, so you don't need to worry. Nee will tell you everything.
We can build your project for you.
Right.
That's it. That's fine. That's fine. So you would recommend that any diaspora who wants to get some lands from our end.
Land, yeah. Over there, the only deal with the surveyor. I want you to hold the surveyor serious.
Yeah.
And push him. You get tired with him, and then everything goes fine. I'm gonna push him too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna push him very well.
He's a very good guy. So
he's a very good guy, yeah. Because the chief said he don't want when they sell a land for anybody, 10 people on the land. He don't want that. So that's that they themselves do the paperwork. They don't want individuals. The people do the paperwork. They do it for you to get it from them. Yeah. You know, they do the paperwork. So that's clean. It's clean. They don't want nobody to do the paperwork. They do it. They give it to you. They sign and stamp it. So people moving. Just 2 months. We get people from Japan. Everybody getting the land over there.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful place. I'm telling you, the land.
Yeah, flat land is flat land non-stop.
I'm telling you,
flat land, no healing. You're not gonna get excavator to bulldoze some land. Nothing. You just build. Yeah. You know. So far, we got everything going. Okay. How you people doing over there?
We are doing so good.
Started eating the local food and the fufu and everything, so you don't spend that much money.
I think you can see Mr. Soa, right?
So I don't spend that much money, please. I beg you. Start eating local food, man. You're not gonna spend no money.
That's it.
All right. I'm happy to talk to you.
And we are glad to have you share your experience with us.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and get it. I'm gonna push more.
Okay, we'll be glad.
We push more because if we can make you guys over there, and then we are there. Oh man, you don't know what we got. We're gonna get some boat on the. Hey, we got so many business we're gonna do over there. We got so many business. You see the river over there. We're gonna get some boat over there making river taxi.
Exactly.
River taxi like the way they do.
That's the point. We have it. We
can do river taxi so that the traffic congestion we cut it off.
I need to be a part of that.
Thank you. We have so many ideas, but we need people to come into the game.
Yeah, we have to stay in contact. Yeah.
Sure.
The river over there, we gotta change the whole system.
Exactly.
Now you see that people are moving in a lot in Ghana. People are moving in a lot.
What area is this that you're talking about again? Where the river is? I didn't get.
Akuse.
Akwesi.
Yeah, where are you guys getting the land? Where are you guys getting the land?
I mean, I have a plot of land in Kumasi, but I'm just trying to
understand.
understand.
Kumasi is inland. Kumasi is far.
Yeah, Edward, they are working with Jude to get a land over there. Jude will explain to them.
Yeah, I've been to all over the places. I've been to Keita. I go on business trips, scout for business.
This is what I'm saying. I know on the riverside, when we put our head together, oh man, we hit a jackpot.
Exactly, Mr. Soa and I
make a river taxi and make stations. Come on.
Yeah.
So taxi put a lot of boats on it, so the traffic congestion all just kill it. Yeah. You know. That's so it. You needs You guys try and get hold of me, and me will give you more guidelines.
Yes, I need to. Yes, we need to start working on something like that.
I don't want you guys get a land with 10 people on the land. We don't want that. We don't want that.
Mm-mm.
We don't. I don't like going to court.
No. Yeah, that's too much. No.
All right, guys. I'm so much grateful having you. Okay.
Karen, you were going to say something.
I just wanted to just put it out there because that's one of my passions. When you started talking about water, that's my passion.
Yeah. Oh man, where
So,
the land
Edward,
is so many. We have a lot of water there.
Edward, wait, let her talk.
Well, I was just saying that my passion is water. I've been doing that for over 30 years. I do water safety, lifeguard training, swimming lessons, water sports. So that's something I want to get into. And then you're talking about the river and having boats. That's right up my alley. So yeah, I want to stay in touch and learn that area of land. And
the situation here is that there are so many developments coming out from Accra.
Yeah.
And there's only one major street, from Tema and these areas to Accra. So we thought about the best way to go about it is to have a riverboat or what do you call it?
Water taxi.
Water taxi or the one that you put the cars on and then you drive.
A ferry.
Yes.
Ferry, yes. So we take the ferry and then we get some land every city on the way. So we have our own station.
Right.
We stop and we develop the place. We put the shopping centers or stores.
Right.
And so we keep going all the way to Central Region. So is that Central Region? Cape Coast area, right?
Yeah, Central Region.
And then we have another one coming back, same way. The congestion over here.
Right.
I was talking to my friend a few hours ago. She left here yesterday going to Cape Coast. She spent 4 hours.
We should do the maximum 1.5.
That's what 4 hours.
Wow.
Left here in the afternoon. She got home 11:30 in the night.
Oh my goodness.
It's not acceptable. So,
Yeah.
they're selling a lot of cars and everybody wants to drive cars, but the roads, they don't have enough room. So that's another business.
Awesome.
So I'll put you on.
Enlarging the road. But the water taxi is an alternative that could go much faster.
Yes. I agree. Thank you.
I'm glad you mentioned one of our projects.
Okay.
I put my contact information in the chat. I will. So if anyone.
Okay, Karen. So we're gonna add you all to our Facebook group. If you go to Facebook too, you could search Diaspora to Ghana for Business or YouSort World Company Limited.
Okay.
Facebook page.
Okay.
So you could visit www. So that is what we do. We'll put interested people together towards a particular business venture, and then we create a division for it. And that is why we don't fight that everybody will come in. I want to register a business. I want to say no. We put you together, form a force. Okay. So we could get a division for you. The money which will be required by the state for you to register a business here, you could use it to start the business you want to do. You understand? Yeah. So that's where we come in with the much support and help for the diasporas to have a headway in whatever they want to do. So now we have this water taxi. So I have you, Mr. So, I have Karen, I have Mr. Addison interested. We'll raise a document on it, then put it to the other fellows. If we get more people interested, we have the business grounds to create a division for that. Then we could do the analysis and then whatever redefining of the idea and get whatever resources that will be needed into getting it be a reality. Yeah.
That's good. Very
awesome.
Good.
So thank you all for this meeting. It's evening here. It's now 3:26 p.m. Yeah, and I believe you are still entering into your afternoon there in the States. I really appreciate you all, each one of you, for joining us today. We would have multiple
I want to say something.
Okay.
I have another plan.
Okay.
I live in Asia. I live in Asia for 4 years. Mountain. You see the mountain there, Kubo Mountain there before you go to Akuse.
Yeah. The
You
Shah
see the mountain, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In Asia, they have the same mountain. It's called Batu Cave. I'll test it to you.
Okay.
It's called Batu Cave. They develop the mountain inside, right? And they have activities going on, and they put a gate there, they collect money, and people going back and forth into the mountain, and so many activities going on in that mountain. And they make money from the mountain and build the whole area, hotels, tourism, everything. Dollar is flowing there. So I was thinking when I come, I'll go and see the chief and talk to him about the mountain, how they're gonna get some fund and show them what to do. And then this enterprise can be going on so that they can achieve money. Because the mountain is sitting there like a jungle. They are not making money from the mountain. It's a multi-million-dollar enterprise.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'll send it as in Malaysia, they call the place Batu Cave. I'll attest it to you.
Okay. Okay.
And then you Google it and look at it. Just watch something.
Okay. So we'll pick that up and then do more studies on it, put the papers together on it. And then Mr. Soa also shared about the Hampstead. I'm going to get details on it. We'll raise documents on it and then form the team. Those who are interested in whatever opportunity we present, we'll put you guys together and get it done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, all of
Thank
you. Yeah. I have to rush out for another meeting, so I'm sorry and then so fast, but we'll have multiple meetings as and when.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.